What is up? What is up? Welcome, MLF people, to day number 6 in our journey as we are testing out our overmind system here for Forex signals. Yesterday was a bloodbath, to put it mildly. 8 losers in a row, which I went to bed pretty defeated yesterday, feeling pretty shitty about the system and stuff, but I knew something was wrong when I was trading. Something felt wrong, and today when I woke up, Amory and I sort of had a discussion, and we figured out that the reason that the signals were coming out so weird, because I knew that they were kind of weird when I was taking them, was because it had been training over the weekend when the markets were closed using the market price data, and basically modeling the algorithm after the trades that it was taking when the market was closed. So that's why the trades were really weird, and the majority of them turned out to be losers. I think, how many trades did I take in total yesterday? I think it was about 11 or 12. So no, it might have been about 10 actually. So I think we had 2 winners and then 8 losers in a row. 7 losers before I went to bed, and then 1 overnight for when I woke up, and then I think we had another one in the morning. So we're just working through fixing that at the moment. A bit of a blunder, but that's why we're testing at the moment. That's why we're using demo accounts, is to hash out all of these issues that we find, and fix it. So we fixed that. That's not going to be an issue going forward, which means we're no longer going to have the Monday-itis for our algorithm. It's like it's been out on the town, drinking all weekend, and it's a little bit hungover, and it's not making rational decisions. And the ironic thing is, if we'd just done exactly the opposite of what the algorithm said, we would have wound up being extremely profitable. But we wound up losing about 10% of our account yesterday. So a very bad day in terms of that. But in terms of actually what we learned and what we found out, it was a productive, good day, because we fixed that, and now we can progress as per normal. Got a couple of trades live at the moment. Possibly when I took some of these, the algorithm was still flushing the weekend out of its system. I don't know, but they're looking alright at the moment. We're in twice on the Euro Jappy. I've decided that I'm just going to take the trades as they're given, regardless of if it doubles up on a pairing or not. Unless if it's telling me to get in at the same level, then I'd probably negate it. But because this one had risen up by about 10 pips or so, and it told me to get in at this level again, I decided that I'd take the trade. I think probably I'll stop at maybe 2 or 3 per trade, or per pairing. If I've got 3 active trades on one pairing, it's probably too many. And obviously, if we get a counter signal to say very strong buy opposing the sell orders that I have, and that's the most recent signal, then we'd be exiting the sells that we have. So what I might do is I'll take you through some of the trades from yesterday, and we'll just jump over to the account history here, and bam, slap in the face, just horrible. So this is the one that we lost sort of in the morning when I woke up, and these are all the losers from yesterday before I went to bed. I'm not sure why this didn't hit the take profit, the stop loss rather, and get out, but that was a loser as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, went to bed defeated. Woke up, a bit of a punch in the kidneys with another loss there. But I had to sort of laugh about it, and then especially when I found out that there was an issue with the system, it became a lot better. Because prior to this, we were 18 losers and 16 wins. So it was around about 46% accuracy in terms of winners, which is, it's workable, right? It's not ideal. really it boils down to which trades I've taken at that point, and I might have missed some that could have been winners and some that could have been losers. So until we have this history page, we won't know exactly how accurate it is over all of the trades. But that gave us some good confidence there that, you know, it is trading with accuracy. It's predicting the right sort of moves around about 50% of the time, and then with some small tweaks and upgrades, we would have been able to obviously improve that significantly, and get it, you know, up 60, sort of 70% by altering where we put our take profits, and then also stop losses, so we can minimize those losses as well. So we were pretty happy with those results, and then we got this sort of group of losers. So let's run through. I think we lost the Euro Jappy yesterday in the video, so we'll jump straight onto this one here. USD Chief or Swiss franc. I don't know why I call it Chief. I don't know, CHF. It just easy, you know, it rolls off the tongue. So we were, what was I looking for? USD Swiss franc. And if we find out where our entry point was, it was 9.53 yesterday. 9.53, around about this point, and we were looking to sell. So, I mean, what were we looking for? We were looking for 94610. 610, pretty much there, roughly where we entered, and our stop loss was 94661, so only 5 pips, and we would have got stopped out pretty much straight away, I think. Yeah, went up, got stopped out, reversed, came down, and then whoa, way up there. So just not a good entry point. You know, we sort of entered when it was going down, and just after it pulled back, I think, on this candle here is where we entered. Yeah. So in between these two candles, it would have been this candle, yeah. Pretty much right down the bottom here. So, I mean, there was movement. You know, we had been trending down here, and you can see there is a slight downtrend, although it seems to be sort of peaking here on that. But it was I think it was a 1 hour trade. Yeah, it would have been if it was only a couple of pips. So I think it was around here, wasn't it? It's hard to find there. No, so it would have been around here. It was before the weekend, after the weekend, 9, yeah. So, I mean, we just got that pullback, and that hit us. I guess it was right in predicting the move, but just too small a trade. 5 pips. That's not something that I want to take very often, is those low profit or high risk in terms of volatility, because it was, you know, the candles were quite volatile at that point, and you're not looking to gain much in terms of pips. Obviously, you're risking the same amount account wise, but not enough wiggle room in my mind. But yeah, like overall not a bad trade, that one, but just didn't go in our favor, and possibly that was due to the weekend and the trading over the weekend. The next trade, we were USD CNH, and that was, I think, around about the same time. Yeah, a couple of minutes later, 9:58. So what are we on the 5 minute? Let's go for 30 minute. Let's see if we can find this. And our entry price was 707.107. 707.107, and we're looking for 950-ish. 707.107. we go. We're on the right candle, and once again, sell. Had some movement, but we'd already started to see this pullback. So it started to go up on a green candle, and then it told us to sell. So in my mind, I was thinking, what the hell? Why? Why are we selling right now? That was a peculiar trade. And then it spiked up and we hit. I think it was a large trade as well. I think we were going for 50 pips or something around that. Entry point 70107, take profit 7565. Yeah, so 45 pips or something. So we it reversed straight away and we got taken out and then come back down. But this was a very odd trade in my mind, because I think I jumped out to the 1 hour or the 1 day. It was a 1 day trade, and in my mind, where it was telling me to enter, like down here, was a resistance level. And recently at that level, it had been bouncing off. I think it was this pairing anyway. I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't. But I think I looked at this and I sort of saw that it was in an uptrend, an overall uptrend on the 1 day, and I immediately thought that it had been bearish. We'll just have a look here. We've got a strong buy, GBP USD, we'll take that. 14.6 pips. Let's have a look. It's a 1 hour trade. How far is it down there? 15. Oof, dangerous. I don't know about this trade. I probably wouldn't be taking it. It seems to be going down with conviction, and there's a lot of way for it to go down. Yeah, I think it might still have some jitters from the weekend, because that's not a good trade. But we're gonna take it just because I want to test 0.6. 0.39. 39. And whoops, we only want 14.6. Bull level, which is our take profit, so stop loss 22,529, 22,821. Yeah, that's immediately looking at that. That is not a good trade. I definitely would not be taking that if I'm trading seriously. So even if this is a winner, it's probably not the best. Oh, we got some movement, some volatility. We're profitable on 2 trades, it's good. USD CAD, Euro Jappy, and this one will be hit profitable as well because we're both Euro Jappy. Yeah, see, this is one of the trades that was sort of looking like it had the remnants of the weekend. Sort of getting to a resistance level and then telling me to buy. It's a high risk trade. It is trending up, but we're pretty much right on this level here, and it's telling me to buy. Dangerous. Another trade that, although it's in our favor at the moment, is just one of those trades that, why would you take it if you can wait for a better trade and have the odds, have the odds in your favour, stacked in your favour. But we'll keep watching it. What trade did I take? GBP USD. Let's put that down here. Jump on the 5 minutes so we can look at it. Yeah. See, this signal is premature in my mind. It's come in, it's not a bad level because it has bounced off it, but there's no confirmation, so there's nothing that's confirming that it is in fact going to bounce back up. Let's have a look at the 1 minute chart. Maybe there's something here. No, there's nothing here either. So even at the lowest chart level, it's not confirmed a reversal, or it's not even indicated at this point that there is a reversal. So this is a very, very high risk trade, and this is a bad trade to be in. But we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully we can we can flush out the system and get rid of all of that bad training, so that it can get back to how it was last week, because it wasn't suggesting trades like that last week. Alright, back here. USD Jappy. We had two, and they were 15 and 10 yesterday. What am I looking for there? Right, 10 AM yesterday. Down here. Must have been a sell, because if it was a buy, we would have been in. Yeah, so a sell around about this level here, which again, I was thinking that that's quite odd. What day are we? So we're sort of at the bottom of where, yeah, I remember I looked at the 1 day and it was a completely sideways market. So it's just been going up and down, but the entry point I felt was at sort of the below of the range here, and it hadn't indicated it was going to break through this level. It had pulled back, so in my mind it was telling me we're going to head back up. I think it was here. What time? Yeah, we're looking at the 1 day. Oh no, it would have been somewhere around here. Let me just jump back to the 15. So we came down 10, and we popped back up. So yeah, pretty much after this green candle here, it told me. So that was very odd. And at this point I was starting to think, well, this is kind of weird. These trades are kind of weird, but I'm going to continue taking them because that's the name of the game right now, test the system. So 107, 159, 10159. There you go. Pretty much right on there. She told me to sell here, and I was thinking, well, we've got maybe 12 pips potential to go down there, that it's in the levels, possibly back down here, but we've just had a very strong green candle after another strong one here, a failed kind of push back down, and to me this just indicates that we've got some bullish pressure or buying pressure that is being built up, and then sure enough it starts to just shoot back up. So we got stopped out of that one pretty quickly. I can't remember how much we were looking for. I think it was quite a large trade actually. 40 pips? Yeah. No. Yeah. Even more I think. What are we there? 1 through to there, so that's 10. That can't be right. It can't be. Oh, take profit. We're going the opposite. I was like, that's 70 pips, but yeah. So 159 up to 433. So we're looking for about 35 pips profit there, and we ended up getting stopped out pretty quickly. It was after this one, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. And we went up sort of 75 pips. and we didn't go down at all really. So we were never profitable in that trade, and it was, yeah, that was a very bad trade. Then the other one, USD JPY, while I'm at it, at 15.39. So another one where we just got the trade here, which, you know, we'd reached this level and it was telling me the likelihood it's going to pull back. So this is a better trade compared to that level here, but there was nothing that really had confirmed it. There was this pull down. What was our entry point? 107.351. So a little bit above where we are now. So it wasn't during this sort of pullback that we were given. I think it was almost exactly at this point when we hit it. And to me, it had not showed any indication that it was going to head back down. Again, it was a high risk trade, but we had these two previous levels that we'd reached here. So there was potential there, and in my mind that was a better trade, and there was potential for us to head back down, but it just didn't go in our favour that time. It pulled back, and it just continued to skyrocket, and we got stopped out. AUD USD, where are we? There we are at 10.18 yesterday. What are we on, the 5 minute? Let's go 15 minute. Stop that, zoom out a bit. What am I looking for? 10.18 yesterday. Must have been a sell. A buy, rather. So, sort of in this range here. Our entry price was 688.66. There, roughly. So we got in on this candle here, and it was a buy. And in my mind, this was another horrible trade. This was a horrible trade. I don't know. This is one of the trades where I was just like, what is going on? Why is it suggesting to buy now? Because everything that I looked at was indicating that this was in a downtrend. Well, it was in a sideways market, but it had an overbearing downtrend. You know, so you can see it's been heading down. Looking at the 1 day, there is a pullback here, right? But we'd reached a level where it had started to bounce back down, and looking at the 1 hour time frame, it becomes a bit more evident. Where is our entry? Yeah, so we're at this level here, and it might be easier to just draw a trend line, but previously it had been sort of bouncing off this level. There was plenty of indication that it had head back down. So often it would go a little bit higher, but the risk of capturing that, and I think was this a big trade? What were we looking for? We're looking for 866 we got in, and we were looking to go 699. That's where we got stopped out, so it was 15 pips or something. So yeah, it was just a bad trade. I wouldn't have taken this trade. But a very strong sell, we're going to ignore that. It's 5.9 pips, it's a little bit low, and we're already in the USD CAD for a buy. So it's unfortunate that that's come in, but okay, it's telling me that it might head back down here, so we're not going to get in a counter trade there, and we're not going to cancel that trade because it's on the 1 hour, and we've got a 1 day trade here. Okay, so two more trades to look at. We got the Euro Jaffy there, and we're on that chart. So let's just 120935, and we're at 1441 yesterday. 1441 yesterday. $14.41, so around about here, and we were looking to sell obviously because we bought. We were looking to sell because we would have won if we'd bought. So easily stopped out there. I can't remember what we're looking for in that one. It was 35 pips ish. 30 pips rather. So yeah, we were never profitable in that trade. It was another trade looking at what had just occurred, and that there was no, that I could see, support resistance. We're on the 15 minute. But even on this chart, so we entered around here when it was sort of popping up, and I looked at all the charts, and apart from the fact that we had previously been in this downtrend, it had sort of broken free of that channel, right? And it had shown two very strong green candles with some very small red candles, and I think it was this candle here, and we entered on this one, so it was pretty much on this level here. So there's a support level there, and it had been bouncing a little bit up and down at these levels. But in all honesty, I looked at the trade, and I looked at the strength of the candles and the strength of the pressure, and I thought it was more than likely going to go well above the level that we're on. Where was our entry looking at this on the 1, 2? Are we on the right chart? Yep. 120935. Yeah, so we entered at sort of this level here, and yeah, so we're in a very, very strong bullish rally, and there was no indication of any pullback at this point, apart from the fact that we had this level here, and it had bounced off that level a few times in the past. But with only looking for like a 20 pip profit or whatever it was, or a 30 pip profit, I thought the likelihood that it was going to continue and sort of bounce up to that level before heading back down was extremely high, and sure enough it did. I thought it was probably going to continue a little bit higher, but regardless, I thought it was probably going to stop us out, and it did end up doing that. So that was all of those trades. We've got one final trade here, the USD CNH, another one. I don't think I went through this one. I went through one of the other ones, but it was a similar sell situation. In this middle ground, where this red line is I think where we were in. And we're in a 1 day chart here. Hold on, let me go. Let's find exactly where it was. Okay, no, this was a trade I took this morning, and it just went against me. Yeah. So 7:29 this morning. Yeah, right down the bottom here. I remember this. Yeah. So we've just been we'd had this very, very strong sell off, and then it had started to consolidate at the bottom here, and it didn't want to push any lower. And then we were looking for, what were we looking for? They're always quite big on the USD CNH because it's quite a volatile pairing, so you're always looking for about 30 pips. But on this one, we entered at 6642, and we were looking to go to 6132 as a sell. So we were looking to drop down, 50 pips, and we ended up reversing for 50 pips. So we got stopped out, sort of this level here. And in my mind, it had been sort of coming back here. There was some clear resistance that had been bouncing off, and there was more green candles than red. when we entered, and it didn't appear to be a great trade. You know, down here, and we're sort of at this range here where it's bounced off, and it likes to do that. It does break down every now and then, sure. So it's not the worst of trades, but more often than not, it reaches this level and it shoots back up for like 100 pips. So you can see here only once, twice, you can't really count that one, only twice has it succeeded in going straight through after testing the resistance. Yeah. Oh, 3 times, I guess, if you count this one here. But even when looking at it, so it generally likes to test it first after it's bounced back through. So, you know, just looking at this one, for instance, tests it, bounces back up, it goes up for, you know, 100 or 200 pips, then it breaks through. Then it bounces up, you can't really call that a testing, and then it comes straight back down. So it's only really on one instance just gone straight back down after not having tested that level. Test the level, test the level, test the level, test the level, then goes down, then comes up, sort of shoots back through a little bit, but then back down, up and down, and then test the level and bounces back up. So now possibly on the next time that it comes down, we'd be looking for a much stronger movement, in my mind. So not a great trade there, if I'm going to be completely honest, and I do think there was some remnants there. We've got a USD CAD order, but I think we're already in there, so that's just confirmation that we're in a good position to buy. What I'm going to do, I am going to take that trade again, as I've done on the Euro Jappy, you know, doubled up, because we are at different levels, and I just want to see how this sort of pans out. So yeah, again, I don't like that it's telling me to buy so close to the highs. I would rather be looking to buy when it's teetering down near support levels, rather than, you know, near resistance. Alrighty, so we are looking for 58 pips. Did I only look for 20 on the last one? 58. Wow. It's a much stronger buy, would it be? We are on the right pairing, aren't we? USD CAD, yep. 0.13 is their lot size. That's a small lot, isn't it? 36951, 3695 is the entry, yep. So 0.13 buy. And we got this top one. Let's zoom in a bit. $580. Take profit. So bull level is 3. So this is stop loss 36370 and 37530. So we've got a couple of active trades now. We've got quite a few that we're in. 5 trades in total. Profitable overall at the moment on those trades, and that all in all, the trades in general are looking a lot better than they were yesterday, and they're not sort of shooting against us immediately how they did yesterday, which is a positive sign. Still early days though. You can see the earliest one of these trades I took sort of a couple of hours ago. The latest trade, the USD CAD that I just got in. So you can see I've been trading for about 6 hours today already, and looking to go for another maybe 5 or so and take some trades. We've got plenty of free margin because we're not in the USD CNH or CNY, which is good. So we're able to actively look at these trades and take some of them. Hopefully we can make up some of that margin or some of the equity from yesterday that we went down. It was a big loser for us. It's not going to look good on the MLFX book account, but you guys know the truth. And I think what we'll do once we've tested the system for a month or so and we've got our history page, which has currently been worked on, got that together and made some adjustments, then we will create a new account, start fresh with the new system, so we don't have these losers tarnishing our results. But really excited for that, really excited to have that system up and running. Also, in other news, we have decided to migrate to a new domain. So yesterday I purchased a domain after talking to Armory about it and suggesting that it was a good idea. So we've purchased MLFX.com because we've decided to focus all of our attention on Forex rather than doing other things like stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency, futures and various different things. Well, I guess Forex is a future, isn't it? So yeah, but instead of that, we've decided that it's in our interest to just focus on Forex. If we do decide later down the road that we want to branch out into stocks and other things, then we'll do that. But for the time being, we'll focus on just Forex, which enables us to bring all of our marketing efforts together as well, which is good. So excited for that. We'll probably migrate over the weekend when the market's closed this coming weekend. And we'll let you guys know if there's anything you need to do. It should be pretty easy though. We just need to switch a few things over, point the A records and things on the DNS to the right domain, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, right, I'm going to leave it there. We'll let these trades run and I'll review these. Hopefully we'll have some better news tomorrow in terms of profitable trades. And I'll check in and go through all of them with you then.